Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to take apart a GTX 1080 and how to replace the thermal paste. Actually, super easy, super simple. So let's see. First we start off, we got some side screws over here. I've never done this, by the way, so first time. I know it's got a little damage right there, but I got it for cheap, like really cheap. So I'm definitely not complaining about it being a little banged up. They didn't ship it right, but somehow this card is such a boss that it it was fine. I mean, the IO in the back was bent and everything. I bent it back, but it's been a beast since then. I really don't think it's overheating too bad or anything, but God knows how long this thing has been running. I mean, he could have been a crypto miner. I have no idea. So it looks like there's about 6 side screws, 3 on each side. So we're gonna go ahead and take those out. And that should let us get that top cover off. And once the top cover is off, then we're gonna be able to check the grill. So we're gonna see, I've never taken it apart before, so I have no idea how dusty this is. It might be miserably, horribly dusty for all I know. Come on, baby. Why are you being like that? It's not. Looks like maybe they possibly cleaned it beforehand, because, yeah, it's really not too bad. I was expecting a lot of dust in here. But depending on the crypto miner, sometimes they actually clean their stuff before they sell it. So let's see. All right, we got a couple screws on the back to take care of real quick. Looks like 4. Got 3 on each side. And then we got 4 right here. These are spring loaded. So whenever you put them back, you're going to have to put a little bit of pressure to get them just to catch right. But it is a little dusty on the bottom side, but all in all, I thought this card was in really good condition, and I got it for about $100, so you really can't beat that. I mean, I'm playing with my TV. My TV has Game Optimizer. The Game Optimizer reduces the lag that you normally get from using a TV, so I can use my TV as a monitor. It's a thin AIQ LG, which I really like the colors for it. For some reason, it won't let me use HDR, but it should. Yeah, that's some dried thermal paste. So this was definitely overdue, and we're already halfway there. That's just about as long as it takes. Let me go grab my my alcohols. Everyone says to use 90%, but honestly, if you just have 70%, I mean, this shit's such a strong solvent, it's gonna reduce anything into nothing. So, whoever pasted it, they did a good job. It was definitely fully covered, so I'm not complaining about that. Yeah, it seems to be in good condition. I mean, this is an older GPU, but I feel like I definitely got lucky. It seems like some of the temperatures that I get are definitely a bit lower than what some other people get, which is good. It definitely seems lower than the Founders Edition, and this is just a cheap little OEM card. This is really nothing too fantastical or nothing like that, but you know, hopefully doing this, it'll give me a little bit of better frames, stuff like that. You know, I got these sharp edges around this right here. Luckily, thermal paste, it's a silicone base. It doesn't matter. Like, you could just glob too much on. It's not going to get, like, the best heat transfer, but you really don't have to be afraid of doing that. You don't have to be like, I have to put the tiniest bit, and it has to be this perfect, you know, peace sign or whatever. Like, you don't have to do that. It's just not needed. So it's a lot better to, yeah, obviously you want to put the right amount because it's going to go right back on it, and you want, like, the right level because this is unlevel, that's unlevel. You just want to fill the cracks. If you were going to fill a crack, should you overload it? You know, if it's just filling out the top, that's not the best way to fill a crack. If you're using wood glue, you're going to want it to fill the crack, push it together, and then that's it. You don't want a lot of extra on the back end or whatever. So I like doing just a simple X, but I'm going to spread it out too because I don't want to do this for a long, long time. So a couple globs like that. We're going to take our spreader doohickey. We're going to spread it around. I mean, this card is 8 years old. I honestly, I don't even know if they ever did this the whole time. I really do think I got it from a crypto miner, which is fine. I mean, as long as they undervolted it and it was just, as long as it was in a relatively dust-free environment, it should all be good to go. Like, I don't see any problem getting cards like that. Now, if they were running it as hard as they could to get as much crypto as they could, then you might be running into a problem or something like that. But look, something like that, that's absolutely perfect. You really don't need more than that. I'm even going to take my leftover and I'm going to scrape it on the top here and spread it out real well, just because, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And that way I'm not wasting my paste. I use the Arctic MX4. Obviously, there's better ones. You could use, I mean, there's so much out there. Thermal Grizzly, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, use what you need. Use what you got. We're going to put this bad boy back on there. Line it up. I'm going to push it in place. We're gonna put those other screws back in. Make sure that we can feel it going in there. It did take a little bit of pressure to find the right hole. So I'm trying to use the light. Okay. We're going to do the same, just do an X pattern. You always want to do that anytime you got something focused, push down on something. Don't ask questions. It's just the way to do it. Just do it that way. There we go. I can feel it popping back into place, catching, everything like that. All right, we're going to get the other ones, then we'll go back around in a circle just to make sure that everything's in there nice and easy. They must have cleaned out the dust in this one because normally these things, they have, you know, I have cats, so there's going to be some cat hair no matter what you do. All right, I have to loosen this up just a little bit. Loosen this up just a little bit. It was a little too tight to begin with. All right, let's see what's up. I'm gonna have to push that down a little bit. Let's see, I'm getting some clicks there, so it's not exactly getting in there level, so I don't strip it or anything. All right, I'm gonna try this other one first, and then we'll get down on that other one. I mean, it looks lined up, so let's see why it wouldn't be. All right, so yeah, it does seem to be in there just fine. Doesn't seem like there's any problem. It's all lined up and everything. Maybe those screws are just a little clicky. It's not a big deal. As long as this fits on there right, then we're not going to have any issues. You know, a lot of these older cards are going to have a little bit of give and take. And that fits on just right, so I can't see us really having an issue. Before this, whenever my card was maxed out, I mean, we were looking at maybe 70 at the worst, 70 degrees Celsius. For the most part, I was hitting between 60 and 65. So nothing too major. It's not like it was burning up, it was about to explode, anything like that. I've seen some of these that come with the back plate. Mine did not come with a back plate, but I looked online and I really couldn't find a definite answer that these have back plates. So I was a little unsure whether they took it off, maybe they water cooled it or something like that. They put a water block on it. I mean, there's just no telling what somebody does with the GPU until you buy it. But I would say for the price I got it, I think it was a great deal. I think if you can find one of these for $100, man, it smokes so many GPUs. Like even my girlfriend has a 4050 laptop, which is it's fantastic. It's an amazing laptop, but it only has about 6 gigs of VRAM. So we do occasionally see it struggling where it's having trouble, and we don't know if it's just settings or the current NVIDIA drivers. You know, since they came out with the 50 series, seems like the drivers are all funky. Like, who knows if that's what the issue is? But you know, so many people dog on this card. I'm like, man, this card is fantastic. This thing is always keeping up no matter what I need to do, even on games that and I know it's not just the 2 gigs of VRAM, like 4050 obviously, like 3050, you know, like a class down whenever it comes to cards like this. But yeah, that should be it. It should be good to go for a good long time. Hopefully the thermal paste doesn't dry out and we are all set.